Our next endeavor now is to contact through an item. So we don't always have to have direct contact through them. And I'm sort of taking you through a big leap here. But again, this is a mini course, so we're just sort of touching on it. But let's try now contacting through something to the person, as we did sort of with that towel, in fact. So Malaya, come on over. And so if she was to grab hold of this cane, so she's going to grab it really tightly, and I just try to push her, I'm not going to be successful. But I'm going to ask you, are we connected? Yes, we are connected, even though I'm not directly touching her. So what I'm going to do is simply turn this a little bit. So I'm rotating the cane just a little bit to get the fascia in the palms of her hands. Now, when you try this, having taught many students this, what tends to happen is they'll twist it and then they'll keep twisting it. So remember, as she was saying earlier, it's subtle. This is subtle. So you want to sort of be sneaky about it. So I'm just going to turn it a little bit, just enough where I can feel that little bit of a stop. So yes, I'm using my awareness and my intention here. The awareness is the sensation, and the intention is that shearing. But the shearing is actually pretty tangible. So I can turn it until I feel the shearing, but I don't want to add more. And I've created that little bit of friction in the palms of her hands. Yeah. And now, what do I need to do next? That's right, connect to the joints. So I connect to her elbow, and and how am I doing this? Well, I am doing it through my mind. I'm envisioning her elbow. I go up to her shoulders and then through to her spine and under her feet. And then when I go, I have her.
Right when you got to my elbow, I was like, whoa, I gotta check my balance here.
Yeah, you were toppling a little bit. And eventually when you get better at this, you'll move a lot faster. Like you don't really even, it'll be pretty instantaneous. So then you can use those visual cues. So as soon as I've got her joints, then I go.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it slowly so that you can follow those steps. All right, let's show. So all I'm doing here is just doing a little tiny twist of the cane. And when I twist it, she's grabbed it. It's just shearing the fascia in the hand, and then I connect it to the joints. Yeah, you could even practice this on yourself. You can shear it, connect it, and you can kind of move yourself too. That's pretty cool. Then we have another one. So you could try different shapes, designs. So we'll try this one. So she grabs hold. Yeah. And if I try to push, not going to work. And so once again, I'm just going to sort of tilt it a little bit and provide a little bit of contact with her fascia, and then get to her joints. And then I was late there, but you get the idea. So you could do this through any object. I'll give you one more little tidbit for you, and then the next lesson, what I'll do is review these drills so that you can just cue up. Because if you're like me, it's like, oh, I want to practice this, and I'm not quite sure how. So I'll give you, the last lesson will just be a few little reviews of the drills. Go ahead and grab it. So if you get somebody that's just really not, at first, a good practice partner, say they're really floppy. So just be really loose. Yeah. So one thing you can do is you can sort of elicit a little bit of resistance from them. So you can just kind of see how did you feel that? So what I did was I just gave a little bit of a pop, which made her resist.
Made me grab a little tighter.
It makes, yeah. So for those of you that are more advanced practitioners and you want to know how to do this and push hands, again, come to that live masterclass, the live streaming masterclass, and we'll talk about how to kind of elicit a little bit of a response to them so that because it's really hard to turn off that, whoa, that sensation. So again, that's something you can practice. If they're really floppy, then just give a little punch, get into their fascia and go. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Thank you. So you can practice that with the item, and you just allow a little bit of a twist to get the shearing of their fascia, and then make sure you connect to the joints. So go ahead and practice that a little bit, and then we'll join in our next lesson to review and to give you a nice little set of practice drills. Thank you for joining me.